I just want to address a couple of common Christian beliefs that people hold dearly, and they've never examined as to whether they're really true. How about this one? For better or for worse means that it's your job to stay with him no matter how bad he gets. Biblical or not? True or false? Well, first of all, for better or for worse is not even in the Bible. That whole wedding vow ceremony is not in the Bible. It was in something else. And some of it's beautiful, but it's not in the Bible. Okay? And this goes back to our idea of unconditional love does not expect or require unconditional relationship. There is no person in their right mind who would stand at the altar and say, I promise, no matter if you lie to me and cheat on me, if you give me a sexually transmitted disease, if you sexually abuse my children and harm my kids so that they have to go to the hospital and I have to lie so that you don't go to jail, if you rape me and you cheat on me and you hit me and you break my arm, I will stay with you till death do us part. Nobody in their right mind would say that. That isn't what God is asking you to promise. That isn't the purpose or God's picture of marriage. Don't for a minute let someone tell you, well, you promised for better or worse. What you meant by that is this. There are going to be hard times in our marriage, and I'm going to hang in the rough spots. What it's talking about for better or for worse is basically circumstantial worse. Like, we may lose our jobs, we may lose our house, you may get cancer. Life is hard. It's not a bowl of cherries. I accept that, and we will walk this life together, right? That's the promise you make. Not you have a get out of jail free card, and you can do all kinds of sins against me, and there is no consequence. That's not good for you, but it's also not good for them. I mean, if your child grew up, let's just put it in a mama perspective. If your child grew up and they could hit their sister over the head with their toy, they could bite their baby brother, they could punch you in the eye, they could set your house on fire, they could call their teacher horrible names, and there was absolutely no consequence at all, what kind of kid do you think this kid would turn out to be? Yeah, criminal, sociopath. Consequences are meant to help us wake up that certain behaviors are not acceptable. And if we have this unconditional love and there's no consequences to our sin, guess what? Our default human nature is going to be, well, I'm just going to do it more. It's not only not good for you to be sinned against, it's not good for them to have a permission slip to act like a deviant with no consequences. Is this the kind of marriage you want to have? God has put laws in place and order in place and consequences in place so that we keep order in our family, in our marriage, in our country. And when there are no consequences for destructive behavior, we live afraid, don't we? We live afraid. That's not what God wants for you.